Hi, hello, this is Raikumatsu here. Um, so I guess that today I wanted to talk about a personal subject. Um, so my personal subject to talk about today is how someone or how people in general feel about the gays. Um, so I guess let's start. Um, a lot of people think that gays are that way because of some sort of interaction between the opposite sex, but that's not true. Some people are gay because that's how they've been their entire life. It's not how they were brought up. They weren't brought up wrong or anything. It's really how they were just how they feel in their hearts, how they see life, I guess you could say. Um, anyway, so it's it's personal because I myself am actually gay. Um, and I have told my family. A lot of them have reacted to it in an okay way, but some of them don't agree with it. And I know how it feels to have people disagree with what you think and how you are. Because people on a daily basis disagree with what I think. And I know that some people, in some way or another, are bullied because of the, the way they are, because of who they love, what gender they like. It doesn't really matter um, what gender you like, because it's just the simple fact that you don't need to be mean to somebody just because they're different than you. Being different is what makes humans humans. I know that a lot of people make videos like these. You know, they make, maybe somebody would make a video, a short film, that maybe it's not right to be so mean to other people just because of who they like, what they like. It's certainly not ideal, really, to be one way to someone who is, let's say, straight, and then be the complete opposite to someone who's gay. Um, so a thing that made me want to do this video, just so I could get out how I feel about the gays and whatnot, it was a short film. What if gay was the normal and being straight was a minority? I'll put a link to in the description below for it. But for now, I just want to talk to you guys about it, about not just the video, but people, because some people are scrutinized because, or whatever the word is. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. Anyway, so because of how they are and how they see the world, or maybe not the world, but life. Life is a tricky thing, and the world is a tricky thing. But it's completely different, really, when you think about it. It's just not right to treat someone one way and someone else the other just because of what gender they like or who they like. Um, so I'm gay. I like other girls. It it shouldn't really matter, let me rephrase, how someone feels about someone just because of how I can't think of the word, just because of who they like, their sexual preference or whatever. For me, I realized that I liked women, or at least other girls my age, around the time when I entered middle school. I didn't really tell people because I was afraid of being bullied, because that's just how things were. People would bully no matter what, no matter if it was just you had two moms and it was completely normal for you. Someone would find a way to make that into just the worst thing possible. Just because you like something doesn't mean that you're not equal to someone else. Just because you like, just because you are the way you are doesn't make you unequal from everyone else. And when you think about it, now, if there are any straight people who watch this video and you feel like maybe that the gays are, I don't understand you. Like, if you're straight and you don't like people who are gay, first of all, why are you watching my video? Second, if you have continued to watch my video, that means that you know that maybe we're not that different from you. Gay people are not different at all. They may have very small differences than the regular straight person, but it doesn't make them that much different than, say, I guess, someone else. I know there are actually quite a few, gay YouTubers, and, I mean, they're really, really good people, I think, because, I mean, how could they be such a bad person when they're willing to share their lives with you, with people who may or may not care? It doesn't make sense for people to screw. There's that word again. I think that is the right word, isn't it? I'm not quite sure. I need to extend my vocabulary. Anyways, it's perfectly fine. It's normal. And if some people say it's just a phase, it might not be a phase. It might not be just a phase. It could be how we live our lives, how we see things. I'm I've not really been bullied per se, because of my sexual preference. But I have known that one of I do know actually that one of my friends is bisexual, and her family does not like, her father specifically does not like gays, or I'm guessing that includes bisexual people, because she told me how strongly her father feels about this. And I'm not going to give away names, so yeah, sorry. All you really need to know is that it's a friend of mine, and yeah. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. People who may bully others are not wrong, but not right either. You know what I mean? Right. People are. Hmm, people are like eggs. They're fragile. Just the tiniest hit could crack someone, and has cracked many people. I try very hard to put on a smile and move on with my day, because that's what people want to see. People don't understand, I guess, how I feel, and it's hard for me to convey emotions sometimes. So, I guess that's where I get bullied at, because I don't like showing how I truly feel, I guess. So, I believe that I could, um, I'm probably, what was it? I've never been tested for it, so don't think that I'm making fun of others. But I feel that I could possibly be bipolar in some senses. But, because I can go from extremely happy to I'm gonna fucking kill you right now in the drop of a dime, really. Um, so people who are gay shouldn't be afraid to tell others what they are, because, or they shouldn't be afraid to tell their families and their friends. If you tell someone and they react violently, well, violently can vary. If they react physically, that doesn't mean you should fight them, but if it comes down to it and you can't really get away and tell an adult, or nobody tries to stop it, then maybe you should fight back. I'm not saying to do it, but only do it as a last resort. That's basically saying to do it, but only as a last resort, okay? And violently, as in with words instead of just, you know, physical contact. If people start saying things because you are the way that you are, don't pay any attention to them, and try your hardest not to give them what they want. To see you crumble, crack like an egg, and cry. Many people I know have, well, not people that I know, but I know that people have committed suicide because of what others think of them. It's not something that a lot of people are so willing to talk about. Suicide is a very serious thing, and when somebody says they're going to commit suicide, it would be a good thing to actually listen to them and tell someone, whether it's an adult or, well, no, it should be an adult. You shouldn't spread it around. Go straight to an adult, straight to their parents, to the person's parents. That would be something great to do, because it would mean that you are saving another life. Yes, the world may be a bit crowded, but it doesn't mean somebody needs to commit suicide to make room for someone else. That does not make any sense whatsoever. I have known some people who have had suicidal thoughts, and I have helped them through it. I myself have not been in a situation like that, but I do know that if someone, anyone, can help, then maybe, you should be nice. If someone is gay, don't go, oh, well, I can't be friends with you because you're gay. And my parents taught me that that was a sin. That shouldn't be how you react to things. You should be an open-minded person, no matter, your upbringing. No matter how your parents raised you, you need to think what you want to think, not what your parents told you to think when you were a child. It's hard, I know, because some people I do know these people, have struggled with telling their parents and friends if that they were gay. And it's not easy. My coming out was over Facebook. First, I came out to my mom. I was gushing about a person that I had met in middle school, 6th grade, I believe. And I was, gushing about her to my mom. And my mom asked me, "Are you gay?" And I know that my face flared up, almost as red as the words on my shirt, really. And I know that some people's parents aren't really as open-minded. My mom said she didn't mind. She didn't care, as long as I was safe and happy. So, if your parents, just go off on you because you've told them that you're gay, don't let it get you down. If they abuse you or force something onto you that you don't agree with, go to somebody. Tell someone. It shouldn't matter how much you love your parents, but it matters that you're safe, that no one hurts you, and that you feel that you can have somebody there for you. I understand the feeling of being alone because you're gay. People don't like to tell others they're gay because they're scared of getting bullied. So I'm making this video in hopes that maybe if you can't tell anyone, maybe you can try to talk it out with someone that you trust, that you know will be there for you. May, mm, well, maybe if you feel like you have no one else, feel free to talk to me. Um, I will put a link in the description below, of, other places where you can find me, because I'm not on just YouTube. I am on Tumblr, and I'm on a site called Quotev. You can, go there, and, if you need to, if you feel like you have no one else you can trust, you can talk to me. If you feel like you have a problem that maybe you don't feel like you can trust anyone with, and you just need someone to talk to, but you don't trust anyone around you, you can talk to me. I am an open-minded person, and I don't mind the company. It feels nice to talk to other people, because I have a very small group of friends, and it's not like I talk to people at school anyways. I don't really have any people my age around my neighborhood to talk to either. So it's always nice to be there for someone instead of having someone be there for me, because my mom and my grandma and a lot of, well, not so much a lot, but not even most, some of my family is still there for me if we talk, and you know they don't mind how I am. Some people will even choose to ignore the fact that you're gay, and if they don't bring it up, then just leave it at that. Maybe sometime later on in the future, bring it up to them again, and then see what their reaction is to it. Gay people are, well, some of them, I know, are very joyful, and they hide an inner struggle that is a lot different from somebody who's straight. They hide the inner struggle of, what are they going to say? What will my parents say? What are the people at work or at school going to say? What are my friends going to say? They hide how they are because they don't want to lose anyone, especially their family and friends. No one should be criticized, that's the word, if because they're gay. They shouldn't be criticized at all because they're gay. Or maybe you have two parents of the same sex, and you're straight. Would it really matter to them? If it were two men, they would have had to have had a donor, or not a donor, but a woman to have their child. Or if it's two women, they would have had to have had a donor, or well, they would have still had to have had a donor. Or maybe they adopted maybe they adopted small babies, It shouldn't matter whether somebody is straight or gay. Every human being is equal, no matter what. And if you're in the mindset of men are up higher than women, you need to get priorities straight and have your brain checked. Because women and men are equal. It shouldn't matter if you're gay or if you're straight. It shouldn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Human beings were made equal. Whether you're black or white or mixed, it doesn't matter. Humans are equal. So if you're thinking differently, don't. Gay people are, they have just as right to go to heaven. They have a right to go to heaven just as much as you do. So maybe give a little consideration to people who are gay. You know how much bullcrap they put up with in a single, like, maybe even just a single year. I know that gay marriage was approved last year, I believe it was, in several places now. It's now legal in several places, but people, like, some pastors don't believe in gay marriage. They don't believe that somebody can be gay and go to heaven. There's a time when someone can joke around about gay and being gay. And then there's the time where it's actually true and others believe they are just joking around. Some people need to get their heads out of their asses and actually open up their minds, because otherwise humanity is only going to destroy itself, and every human being will eventually crack like an egg. Really, things are hurtful in this day and age, and we have nice things because slavery was made illegal and women were given equal rights to men, and the blacks were made equal to the whites. Every human being is equal no matter what. The gays now are just as equal because, well, I mean, they have the exact same amount of rights as you do. So, why say, oh, well, this person's gay, they should go to hell. Let's kill them. No, that's wrong. Killing, murdering is wrong, actually. Killing with words is a thing. If you did not know, of course you would, though. Killing with words is meaning that you're putting people down. You're putting someone down just because of how they are, whether they're disabled or they can't do something, or maybe they're not as smart as you, or maybe they're gay. Murdering with words is just the same as murdering with a weapon or with your hands. So, there's my thoughts. If you don't like this video, then I'm surprised you've been watching this far. I will be putting a link in the description below to that short film that I mentioned, and I will be putting my Quotev, and I will possibly put my Tumblr up there. So, yeah, just don't be a dick to others. Accept people the way that they are, and don't try to make them change. And be who you are. Just don't hurt others. Try to be a good influence for other people, and there you go. I will see you all later.